Hi, everyone, and welcome back to, is this episode 4? This is episode 4 of Kill Cheese. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. So it's my turn this week, and I'm starting us off with a Reddit poll. This one is from Redditor Select 873.
And it's called?
The Last Train.
Why not the first train?
Because I guess we're going to find out.
Okay, let's find out why it's the last train. Mm-hmm. This is a horror story, spooky story.
It's from the Reddit thread, Scary Stories.
So it's going to be funny.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, let's hear it. The last train.
It was a dark and rainy night when Emma left the office. The city felt abandoned, the streets empty, and the dim light of street lamps reflected off the wet pavement. As she hurried toward the subway station, eager to catch the last train home, there you go, the last train.
The last train.
Eager to catch the last train home, she couldn't shake the feeling of unease. When she arrived, she was disheartened to find the platform completely deserted, a sense of foreboding creeping over her. Oh, leave.
Yeah.
Leave.
Bye.
Immediately leave.
Adios.
Emma sat on a damp bench, pulling out her phone to check the time. 12:05 a.m. Ooh. The last train was scheduled to arrive any minute. She took a deep breath, trying to calm her racing heart. The air felt thick, and the shadows seemed to stretch unnaturally around her. Just then, she heard the distant sound of a train approaching. A wave of relief washed over her. She stood up, adjusting her coat against the cold wind. The train screeched to a halt, its doors sliding open with a mechanical hiss. Inside, the car was dimly lit, and it was eerily empty.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. I hate that, actually. That's a no-go. Nope.
Well, what would be even scarier if there was just like one other person in the car? That would be even scarier.
I think being empty is worse.
Emma hesitated for a moment, glancing back at the deserted platform. The next train wouldn't arrive for another hour, and she didn't want to be stuck waiting in the cold. Summoning her courage, she stepped inside. The door closed behind her with a soft thud, and the train lurched forward. As the train moved deeper into the dark tunnel, Emma noticed the air grow colder. The flickering lights above cast a strange shadow that danced along the walls. She sat alone, her heart racing with anxiety. Suddenly, she heard a soft whispering, barely audible but distinct.
No, fuck you. Not happening.
Help me.
Oh, even worse. Worse than I thought. Yeah, no, I just...
No.
Put your beats on. Listen to Rihanna. Just hope for the best.
Under my umbrella, Ella.
Shut the fuck up. Come on. My God.
Emma's breath hitched in her throat. She glanced around the empty car, feeling a rush of panic. The whispering continued, growing louder and more urgent. Help me before it's too late.
Oh, my God. Fuck you. That's why I was just screaming, fuck you. Not happening.
Yeah, I would cover my ears. La, 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 la. Her eyes darted nervously around, her heart pounding in her chest. The lights flickered more violently, and in the shadows, she thought she saw a figure.
Oh, my God. It's always the figure in the shadows. Barely seen in the corner. Ugh.
A woman with hollow eyes and a desperate expression.
Of course it is.
Emma stood frozen as the apparition extended a hand toward her, its ghostly fingers reaching out.
Ghostly fingers.
Get off this train, the figure screamed, her voice now echoing through the car, drowning out the sound of the rattling rain. In a surge of adrenaline, Emma bolted for the doors. She pounded it against the glass, but they refused to budge.
Isn't the fucking train moving? Or are we not moving yet? It don't matter.
I think we're moving.
It don't matter. It's fine.
Her heart raced as her screams mingled with the ghost wails, the air growing thicker with terror. The lights flickered one last time before plunging the train into total darkness.
Oh, fuck off. Ugh.
If you were ever weary about going on the subway or the train for the first time, this will cure you of that. Just as Emma thought she might suffocate from fear, the train finally screeched to a halt. The doors slid open with a soft click. She stumbled onto the platform, gasping for breath, her heart racing.
So the train was moving.
Yeah, so it was
Just get
moving.
jumped about a fucking moving train.
I don't know, I guess. If a ghost lady was like reaching out towards me and screaming at me to get off the train,
I'm gonna jump out in the fucking tunnel and get run over by the train? No.
Okay,
You just fist fight the lady. Fuck her. Fist fight a ghost.
Yeah, that sounds productive.
Hey, it might go great. You never know.
Looking around, Emma found herself in an unfamiliar station, one that looked old and dilapidated. The lights flickered above her, revealing faded signs that read Final Destination.
Of course it did.
You gotta be fucking joking.
Why wouldn't it?
The chill of fear returned as she realized this was not the station she recognized.
Wow, what a fucking surprise. I'm not surprised at all.
Me neither. Panic set in as she turned to look back at the train, which now seemed to dissolve into the shadows.
Fuck you.
Where am I? She whispered to herself, her voice trembling. Emma's pulse quickened as she noticed the walls of the station closing in, the air growing colder still. Desperate, she ran towards the exit, but the door wouldn't open. She pounded on it, shouting for help, but her cries echoed back to her, swallowed by oppressive silence.
No good.
Help me.
Oh.
The voice whispered again, this time closer, reverberating in her mind.
Didn't that bitch say get off the train? Didn't get off the train?
Emma spun around, searching for the source. The apparition materialized again, her hollow eyes filled with sorrow and urgency. You shouldn't have come here, she rasped, her voice
bitch,
like
you told me to get off the fucking train. Now you tell me to get back on the train?
You must leave before it's too late.
What the fuck ever. Dumb bitch.
Please, Emma begged, tears streaming down her face. How do I escape? The ghost pointed towards a darkened tunnel behind her, its depths seeming to stretch endlessly. That way. If you run, you might make it.
Oh, okay.
But
okay. I came on a fucking train. Why don't you leave on the train?
But you must hurry. They're coming for you.
Who's coming? Who's coming?
Without a second thought, Emma sprinted toward the tunnel, her heart pounding in her chest. As she ran, the whispers intensified, echoing off the walls, and the cold air seemed to grasp at her limbs.
Boom. Gets hit by the train.
Suddenly, a loud train horn played
Oh
behind
my
her.
God. Who fucking saw that bullshit coming?
The sound reverberating through the darkness. She dared not look back, focusing solely on escaping. The whispers turned into screams, urging her to keep going.
Bitch, you gonna outrun a fucking train? Really?
Just when she thought she couldn't run anymore, Emma burst through a door into the light. She found herself back at the familiar station, the one that she had left earlier that night. Panting and shaken, she glanced back at the tunnel, now just a darkened doorway. The station was alive again, people bustling about, unaware of the horrors that lurked just beneath the surface. Emma shuddered, not knowing that she had escaped, at least for now. But as she stepped out into the night, she couldn't shake the feeling that the last train would always be waiting for her, ready to take her to a destination from which there was no return.
Oh, fuck off. Well, technically, it's not a location for no return because she fucking returned.
I was about to say,
well,
yeah, it said.
No, she went through the tunnel to her destination.
I guess maybe if they caught her, whoever they are would have.
So she never got on the train? Because she was at the first station, right? In the end? Or was she at the second?
No, she was
or
at the
places-
familiar train station, the one I think she was supposed to be at. The first train station, I don't know.
Wow.
Either way.
That's fucked. There's
That was
no
pretty
good way. There's just fuck you, ghost.
That was pretty
The ghost was trying to kill her.
Don't get in train cars alone, guys. I think that's the moral of the story here.
Well, it's fucking midnight. How many people riding the fucking train at midnight?
Well, don't ride the train at midnight.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other moral of the story.
Well, there's that. Yeah. Either way. Well, that was it, guys. It was a Tuesday quickie. They're not all going to be this quick on Tuesdays. It was a good story. And it was, well, a quickie. Either way, if you're watching on video right now, then you must be on YouTube or Spotify. Or you're watching a clip. Well, hello. If you're on audio, well, you can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and Clips. And every place there is Clips. That's a thing. Audio's everywhere. Just what the fuck ever. But
We're everywhere. Video, audio, clips, whatever you want to watch, we're literally everywhere. So
even your mom's TV.
Exactly.
You think your mom falls asleep to rain sounds on YouTube? No. It's us.
She's falling asleep to the sound of my voice. You're welcome for putting your mom to sleep.
It's getting weird. We will see y'all on Thursday with a little bit longer story.
Yeah, slightly. Probably twice as long.
If we don't get off of the wrong train.
Well, neither of us take trains, so I think we're safe.
Yeah, true. Bye.
Bye.